Most affordable bookstore is a true novel idea. In this sponsored interview, Hannah Kidd is the owner, and she's joining me now to share how all of this became a reality. Welcome to the show. So this is located, everybody, in Newgate Mall in Ogden. So maybe if you live in northern Utah, you know all about this bookstore called A Novel Idea Book Parlor. This started 5 years ago. Tell me how it came to be.
Well, so one night my husband comes home from work and he is just like, Hannah, what if you open a bookstore? And our son was kind of little at the time, and I was tired. My initial reaction was, no, this is just tiring. I don't want to do that. I already have stuff going on. I don't want to do this. And then I said, I'll think about it. And I thought about it, and the more I thought about it, the more appealing it was. And so I opened a really small store next to his business. It was up in Harrisville at the time. We were there for a couple months, and then I got my first larger location in Sunset. We were there for 2.5 years and just kept growing, figuring out improvements.
Learning as you go.
Yes, there was a lot of learning as I went. And then we got a bigger space in Riverdale. We were there for about 2 years. He decided to close his business, and as we were sharing a building, I was able to move to the Newgate Mall, and now we're here.
What makes you different? Why do you think you've been so successful?
Our books are really affordable. Most of our books are in the $2 to $6 range.
How do you do that?
Well, we buy our books wholesale, and that keeps our prices low. We don't have a database, and so that really cuts employee costs, different other costs associated with keeping up an inventory, but everything's organized really well. It's organized by genre and then alphabetically by author's last name. So if you're looking for something really specific, you can still find it.
Hannah, are we still going to bookstores? Do you feel like you're fighting the big fight all the time against bigger bookstores?
No, because every bookstore is different. Every bookstore has a different feel, they have a different selection. There's overlap for sure, but everyone's different.
What's your feel? What do you feel like when you walk in there?
We're cozy and inviting, but we're really organized, and the focus is always on the books.
Which is your passion?
I love books.
I know.
I love
We were
books.
talking in the break about how much we love books. She said, what are you reading? We're sharing back and forth. I just like sometimes to walk in a bookstore and just wander.
Yes. The wander.
Is that a thing?
The wander's the best part. Absolutely the best part of a bookstore. Because you're just wandering around the shelves, and then you see that one book, and you never would have seen it before. You never would have noticed that book unless you were wandering around.
Just taking it all in. Look at the pictures, everybody,
Yes.
of the book parlor there. You have a son. I'm thinking he's always in there looking at different books.
Yes, so he comes to work with me pretty regularly, and we homeschool, so he's able to come with me. We do school beforehand, and then we go to work, or vice versa, and it's just really nice to be able to expose him to all sorts of books.
Female-owned, local Utah business that you are growing there in Ogden. You don't just have books, you also have DVDs?
We do. We have a whole selection of DVDs. We verify that they're in there. If there's scratches or anything, we resurface them, and then we reseal them, which was really great before the holidays, so that it looks like you're getting a really nice quality DVD to someone you love.
Hannah, would you say make a New Year's resolution to read more?
Yes. Yes, I would. And we have audiobooks, so if like regular books aren't your thing, you can listen.
There's room for both. And you and I were
Yeah.
talking about how we do love that, but I also love to touch the pages.
Yes.
There's something about it, isn't there?
remember.
What should we read right now? Anything we should be reading?
I'm reading Navigators of Dune right now, so I'm really into the Dune kick. I don't know about
you. I also love
you, but-
historical fiction. I love a little bit of everything.
Yes.
Novel Idea Book Parlor. It's located in Newgate Mall in Ogden. The website is where you find all their social media, everybody. It's a novelideabookparlor.com. Go to abc4.com/GTU, and we'll link you to all the information on this sponsored interview. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.